All right, welcome back to part 2 of the College Prep DCA 2 review. Let's jump on in. Number 6 wants us to identify the slopes of each line. So we have lines L and M, and then N and O. So we're going to identify the slopes of all 4. So starting with line L, all right, I see that as I move left to right, my line is decreasing, so I know this is going to be a negative slope of some sort. So I'm going to find 2 points in the graph. I'm just going to use this point right here and this point right here. You can choose which any two you want, just as long as it's using whole numbers. It's a lot easier. So starting from my point on the left, again, we move left to right on graphs. I notice I go down 1, 2, and I move to the right 1. So I move down 2, so that's negative 2, over 1. That simplifies to just negative 2. So that means my slope for L is negative 2. Looking at M, M is straight up and down. We remember those lines, they are always x equals some number. In this case, that would be x equals 3. These don't have a slope because they don't move left and right. So the slope on this one, we call it undefined. Because again, it's not even a function. Only functions can have slopes. Looking at letter N, as I move left to right, I notice I am increasing, so I know this is a positive slope of some sort. I'm going to use the same start point that we used for L, and I'm going to use this point right here. So I notice I go up 2, right 2, so that's 2 over 2. That simplifies to 1, so my slope is a positive 1. Lastly, with O, this is a horizontal line, so I'm not increasing or decreasing. So that means I am not making any change. So that means I actually just have a slope of 0, because again, slope can only occur when we have a rise or some sort of rise. But in this case, we are staying constant always. So there is no slope. So L, the slope is negative 2. M, it's undefined. N, the slope is 1. And O, the slope is 0. Looking at number 7, excuse me, it says the graph below represents Amy's $2,500 a month monthly budget. It's asking how much money goes to savings and transportation. So I'm going to first start by adding those 2% together. So we have 16 plus 25. 6 plus 5 is 11, so we carry the 1, and that is 41. So this is 41%. Now, can I multiply a whole number by a percent? No, we cannot. We have to convert this percent to a decimal, so that is 0.41. So we're going to take 2,500 and multiply it by 0.41, not 41. So 1 times both these zeros, that's 2 zeros. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Now moving on to the 4, remember add a 0, multiply it by both these zeros, that's just 0 and 0. 4 times 5 is 20, so that is a 0 when you carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Add that up, that is 0, 0, 5, 2, 0, 1. And then remember, we're going to move it over 2 decimal places. We have 2 decimal places originally, so move it over 1, 2. So that is 1,025. So that would be $1,025 goes towards savings and transportation. Moving on to number 8 is asking what is the equation represented in the graph above. So first off, I am going to identify my y-intercepts. That is right here at negative 2. So I know that in my equation, y equals mx plus b. B is equal to negative 2. Now to figure out m, our slope, we have to do rise over run. So we can start with our y-intercept. And I notice the next point I see is right here. So that means we go up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3. So 4 over 3. It does not simplify, so it stays 4/3. So my whole equation is y equals 4/3x minus 2 is my equation. Lastly, 9 and 10. 9 is a throwback from DCA 1. It says there are 15 girls, and 10 boys in Mrs. Sweeney's 6th grade class, as shown in the model below. So this must be their seating chart of some sort. It says, which of these show, what is the percent of students that are girls? So first we need to figure out how many total students does she have. So we don't even need to use this chart. We can just go by, 15 girls, 10 boys. So adding those together, there's a total of 25 students in her class. So the percent that are girls, that would be 15/25. If I simplify that by dividing by 5/5, I get 3/5. 3/5 I know is the same as in decimal form, 0.6. Multiply that by 100, that is 60%. Now you can always set this up as a division equation if you can't do that math in your head, but a simple fraction like this is no problem. Lastly, number 10, it says Bonnie's cell phone plan costs $42 a month. It wants us to write a table that shows the sum of the amounts that Bonnie will pay for her cell phone over the next 4 months. So it wants the sum. So it's not how much she pays each month, but how much she has paid over time. So for the next 4 months, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 months. And then if I make a table, all right, we'll make months on top, money on the bottom. So after 1 month, she's only paid $42. It's only 1 month. After her second month, she's paid for 2 months. So 42 times 2, which that's 84. 3 months, you add on another 42, so we'd have to do 84 plus 42, which is 126. And for month 4, we have to add on 42 again. So 168. So this is the kind of table you're looking for. Okay, so study hard. You can use this review on the test. Good luck tomorrow. Adios, guys.